Those are really large.
Good book.
You put it in the
Oh,
bag,
yeah, there's,
but he's like, you can,
like,
he's like, I don't.
Overton's, I've got a lot of stuff.
I used to leave my,
Like, I think-
my trash can out front
Yeah,
because
that
the
would
walkers would pick up trash and then put it in there.
Okay, Overton?
But after they did that, we just picked it up and then just rubbed it in the trash can. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Our whole house.
Every year when I do the agreement,
Oh, you're.
it's something I don't have in
Sheriff's
so-
office. I'll take some shit in the dugout and we're supposed to have stamp out practice. Loads him up and he starts taking off.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an investigator for Lincoln County Sheriff's Department and I rode the gloves in the car. I'm running Dollar General, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I did come back.
Well, called out, good for you.
No, but when they come down the street now, they're usually on my side because it's easier to walk on my side. Well, they go over and walk clear down. And I went out one night, I'm not nice, you know that. But I went out there and I said, hey, I take care of his too, so stay on that side of the road.
There's no
We have
reason you
a
can't
90 of them detail
stick one of those little babies
And
in
it
your
doesn't
pocket.
matter if
Well,
we're going
like,
to 70
I've just
mile an
been
hour
taking
highway
that
or only two, it
Try
costs
to
22
walk
miles.
and stuff.
That's just what it is. And I played around with the corporate training, just pitching balls on the.
She didn't say anything to
Dollar
me.
General stack in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Or don't go.
Yeah. I about can't do it. I did it one day and I threw up just about, so. There's,
What time?
I don't remember what I could find.
I'm not telling because you and Rory cheat.
Yeah.
So we'll let
So
Rory
she,
pick
I
the time.
wrote one earlier, so you could register it with Bonnie.
Alright. 7:10.
You are optimistic.
It's a little too late. I need to move water before then.
Kim, you want to put in a guess?
I was so off last week, it's like, no.
Casey's the optimistic one. He guessed 6:30.
It is 6 p.m., Village of Sutherland, Lincoln County, Sutherland, Nebraska, Board of Trustees, regular meeting and hay lease auction, April 8th, 2026. Roll call, please.
Scott Meyer,
Here.
Kim Backer,
Here.
Felicia Patrick, Derek Dempsey,
Here.
Justin Nelms.
Here.
Quorum established.
Recite the pledge of allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Notification of the open meeting law posters on the west wall. Proper procedure for guests. If you have a question or comment, raise your hand and we'll call upon you and take it from there. To start with, the board will hear comments at this time. All comments need to be directed to the chair. There will be a 5-minute time limit. There will be no discussion by the board on comments by the public that are not on the agenda. Is there any public comment at this time? We'll move on. So we have an agenda presented to us.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Motion Backer,
Second.
second Patrick.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Read and approve minutes from March 25th, 2026, regular meeting.
I move to approve the March 25th meeting.
Motion Dempsey,
Minutes. Excuse me.
second Patrick.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Kim Backer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Moving on to unfinished business, property on Walnut Street. It's a work in progress at this point. We'll pull it back as soon as we can. Large animal permit at 730 North County Road.
He's still working on clearing the property up.
Planning Commission, permit fees, resolution 2026-0401.
So this is, you turn to page 8, the only change is under building permit, site plan, land use permit. There was request to no charge, 64 feet.
60, this is under 60 foot.
64 foot's no charge, 65 foot would be break point.
I don't know, Rory said I worded it right, so.
You just said 64, it says 65. It's
64 charge.
Semantics.
That's the only change.
That, yeah, that's it.
Kim, wasn't there another item that you were talking about?
I'm trying to think of,
If we should do it all as one?
Yeah, I mean, if there's something else, this would be fine.
no, that I don't remember, Derek. It's been a month ago.
Sorry.
I think it had to do with the no charge, because it was any permit, wanted a fee for it. They wanted a fee for it. I think that was it.
That was their original recommendation, and then the board sent it back to planning commission, who then said, okay, anything bigger than an 8x8,
Okay, so that was it then.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Make a motion to accept the resolution 2026-04-01, the powers of the sign.
Motion Becker,
Second.
second Patrick.
Alicia Patrick,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
motion carries.
Sewer lagoon.
Is that something we can take off now, or just leave it on there in case one of us doesn't know what's going on?
Yeah, I guess if we needed an update on it, if we leave it on there. They're still doing dirt work out there right now, so.
I think it'd be better if we leave it on there in case something
Yeah,
pops up
that's fine.
and forget that we don't have.
Next item on the back page is, discussion on accounts for Frank, please.
Is it on the agenda to after the
Okay. Compost site shelter discussion. So I know at our last meeting, there was some buildings over in North Platte. I got on their website and priced them, and that's what the page 11 and 12, that's the price on page 11 for the building on page 12. And then I also put, because basically this is a shed type building, there's no insulation or electrical or anything in that. I also got a deal from Menards for a heating air conditioner. That was just some research that I did. And then we talked about other options of what to do, so.
So I did the same thing, and I didn't print out any pictures, I guess, I have them on my phone, but, Menards has a 12x16 wooden shed, and it has 2 windows, and it comes with everything, the roof and everything, $3,204. Cozad has a 7x10 shed for $26.50. Container East has a 12-foot mini that they can ship, it's 12x8, and it's on sale, and it has 2 windows and a door, and I have pictures of everything. And they want $1,050 for it. Yeah, and you can expedite shipping for $375. Never gone through them, don't know, but, and it's just one of those little, it's not big, it's just a little,
Yeah,
know.
it's like the mini containers that they
Yeah.
had at the auction the other day.
The auction for how much, 1,000?
Yeah, it's on sale right now, if you look it up in Container Ease, which maybe someone knows more about it than I do, that site, but, they want it for $1,050, and they ship it. So,
And that doesn't have the electrical or anything in there?
none of them do. So, Morris, doesn't have any more. This is the 12 by 16 at or at Menards, it's just a, a shed like that, without the front porch and all that.
Yeah, and that would be like the materials only, and we'd have to put it
You
together.
know,
Correct.
put it together.
Correct,
That
yeah,
Container Ease is that metal one for 1,050?
yes. And the inside, I mean, it's not anything fancy, it's just got a window and, but, I mean, if, I was just doing the same thing, kind of researching and so then you could go out, it's got a front door and a window, so you wouldn't have to open the big doors, you could go out just the little doors, so you would, not that you're gonna lose a lot on that little tiny shed, but whatever. So,
That's good, there's some research and some options out there.
So we still have that one?
And that price was delivered?
yes, that's free shipping, you can do expedited shipping for $375.
No wonder why you see them all over country for sale then.
Yeah, I didn't realize, with shipping, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually,
So-
there's a couple on Island Marshall coming up on next week on auction.
Cause they sold a couple, when I looked at containers with Morris, and they were bringing around 4,000 for that size of container at the auction.
Mhm.
So what they did, that was about a month and a half or 2 months ago.
Yeah, and like they have a 10-foot standard dry container with no windows, just like a regular storage for $1,239.
Where are they, does it say where their shipping location is or where they out of?
Right.
Maybe Barney can pull it up too on our bigger screen on our computer.
I shouldn't be able to. Multi-award winning supplier of shipping containers and conversions, portable cabins, modular buildings, and steel storage containers.
This is Portland, Oregon. If it's the same,
Is that like a little hexagon you look at?
out of Portland, Oregon.
Yep. But, I mean, it's a pretty good deal.
That's a very good deal.
Let's see if this can.
Cause, and maybe I'm not on the, containers.com. 10 foot. I was looking for the one with the windows that we had put up to finish it.
Yeah, I should've.
There's, there's,
So it'd be this one here.
yeah.
Yep, that's it.
I don't know how many pictures they've got there.
12-foot mini shipping container, yep. That is it, yes.
Are they selling for quite a bit more with just a window put in them?
No, quite a bit less.
Quite a bit less? Without the window?
No, that's the price with the window, $1,050.
And without the window, it's,
I don't know what
I
it
guess
is.
I didn't look at the ones with
Wind
the
and
windows.
watertight.
But if he, or whomever's sitting up there, if all they had to do was prop the window open, if it's just grass, then,
Yep.
like,
You go out the door to inspect the load when you need
yeah,
to.
yeah.
I was just saying, if it's a lot cheaper without a window, that's pretty easy to put in.
Yeah, but $1,000, I know when we looked earlier, we were quite a bit more for just a bare container without anything in it.
Yeah.
And you can spray foam the inside of them.
Yep.
This one just has the, says the S, it doesn't,
The double shipping doors.
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
The ones that they had built
For
on those with double
1200.
shipping doors, they go like a foot inside and build a regular door, frame it out so you can open and close for
Right.
security.
yeah, so this doesn't have windows or anything, and it's actually $150 more, so,
Well, and just thinking like, I mean, you know, considering we had Rocky there last year, like thinking of the age, the demographics of that we're hiring, to sit up there, having just a regular door versus having to open the double doors, you know, would certainly be a little less liability and easier on them.
so far none of the 10-foot ones have a window or regular doors. Just thought I'd look.
I just can't, it's hard to believe that they can ship it here for that price.
Yeah, for $375.
Awesome.
So. Yep.
Okay, so pull this one back up again.
So Bonnie, just for grins, can you add it to your cart? And let's just make sure that it doesn't tag shipping or anything.
It shouldn't. You
It
can
shouldn't.
add expedited shipping. I tried that too.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. You can
Not
add-
questioning that you did
No,
or didn't,
no,
but
that's
I
okay.
wasn't sure.
No, you can expedite the shipping for the extra. So.
Suppose Amazon will drop it off?
Free shipping.
Free shipping.
It's crazy.
I don't think you would be out and you would take the $1,000 chance. But
Right.
that's just me.
That's a sweet container.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
All we'd have would be the spray foam and the electrical.
yeah, and spray
and
foam
concrete.
is like, I mean, spray foam at the top end is do-it-yourself spray foam. You can get that, and that's pretty easy to do.
Actually have some cement to go underneath it.
Another 1,000.
So I mean, you may touch 4,000 by the time you're all done. Maybe.
Yeah.
And that's probably figuring high.
And not big enough to have someone fill with a bunch of extra
Extra
Yeah.
junk.
So we're gonna pause on this. We'll come back to this. We're gonna open up our Haley's auction. Mr. Roundtree?
Thank you. So now they're calling me into doing this yet again. We're looking at approximately 64 haying acres. I think everybody's familiar with the ground we're talking about, legals included. Last year we were at 105. I guess any question before we get started? Starter 80. Can I get 80 on this one? Get started? I get 70 to get started. 70? Can I get 75?
I'll give you some.
I get 75, can I get 80? 80, get 85. 85, 90? 90, 95. 95, 100. Or 105? At 105, can I get 110? At 110, 115.
Oh,
110 has it, we'll get the contractor on up. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming in.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, so Dave Morgan. Dave Morgan.
Okay.
That's the Haley's. And it was $110 an acre.
Not bad, didn't see that.
So now we'll bounce back to our shed we built here. What's everybody think on them?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, no, I
Well, I
appreciate that you
mean,
did some.
Yeah, and I did the
Research
same,
on it.
I found the same lease split too, to
Yeah.
get it, narrow it down, so, yeah.
You know, I wouldn't let that snake out, cause if everybody sees that price, it'll be all over town.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Everything I looked at was like 3 times the price of this, so there's.
The only- The only nice thing that I seen was on Scott's deal, it's got that overhang where
Or
you
you
can,
could sit out
he could set out underneath the shade. But for
this
that
one-
price, we could put a little overhang
Well,
over it.
the thing about it is you put it right next to the car shelter, the awning.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
And you don't need a shelter, you don't need it,
Yeah.
but you position it right and you're good.
Well, you gotta remember, we're pretty much set where it's going, cause of the power pole.
pull them in to see,
Cause that's a done deal, we can't just go start
Yeah.
changing that now.
yeah,
But,
but it would be right there close to the shed
Close.
anyways, so,
but the thing about it is that little shed that Scott's got, I stopped and looked at it, and it's cute. But it's gonna need painted, it's gonna
Well,
need
that's-
a roof on it, and this ain't gonna need nothing.
this is, that shed that I looked at research, it was wood sided, so you're gonna be painting and taking care of it.
Maintenance.
So I guess if anybody's comfortable, they can throw,
That's up to you. I mean, I've never ordered from them, so, I mean, I looked it up, so it would be, I mean, we could try it.
well, I would
Is
entertain a
your-
motion.
Is your
Okay.
credit card got a limit on it that high?
What's that?
One of the credit cards is a limit on it.
Casey's has a higher limit than mine does. Casey, can you do
Sure.
3? I think you can do. I
Well,
think,
we'll try tomorrow and see what happens, how's
I
that?
think you can do up to 3
Three, I
on
think.
yours, and I can only do 1,000 on mine.
That's what I'm thinking, grab it, get it,
So yeah, just save your website if you want.
okay, do we wanna do the expedited shipping for the 300, or do we wanna authorize possibly the web expedited shipping for 300, depending on what?
I'm gonna guess if they're offering free shipping, there's probably a dealer in this area, as many as popping up around here.
But you also don't know lead times, if they
Well-
say, you bought it for 1,000, now you're waiting for 6 months to get it. I think if we're gonna do this, pay the expedited shipping, maybe authorize up to $100.
Okay, Justin
Might wanna
says-
pause.
Bad reviews.
Well, I typed in Google is container is legit, and the first thing that came up through AI is that there are significant red flags with reports describing of scams,
Okay.
multiple complaints of containers reported to the Better Business Bureau profile of losses up to $5,500.
Okay.
So it sounded too good to be true,
Well-
it probably is.
But, like I said, Adam Marshall's got some of them, and there's an auction coming up on them.
Maybe we look at that.
Maybe look at that.
So if we wanna look at them at an auction, we could authorize
Up to a certain
Casey
amount.
to go to the auction up to a certain amount, if he could pick one up. Is that? So that would be another option. Cause the straight containers from Morris were 4,000, I believe.
Yeah, straight container.
Yeah, but
And you
nothing.
wanted 12.5 for that one,
Yes, well, that was pre-packed.
yeah. That's pretty steep.
And that's a full size though.
That was
That's
like
a-
12 by, or 8 by 20.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a full-size one,
yeah.
and that's just.
I don't believe we need a full size
I
one.
don't think so either.
No, I like the size of that one, and everything else.
Yeah, I would make a motion to authorize Casey to go to the auction and,
Is it to the auction, or are they doing it online?
It's online.
There's an
Oh.
online auction,
oh,
so.
yes,
Just get on Adam Marshall,
okay.
and I think it's
I think
maybe
that's
next
where we
week or
bought-
2
We
weeks.
actually bought our flatbed from them just the other day, so, okay.
Cause we'd be farther ahead to spend 5,000 on a container and not have any maintenance on it like we would a little shed.
Right. So up to $3,000?
It's up to you, you're throwing the motion. Okay.
That's my motion.
Okay. Motion, Patrick. Second, Justin Mills.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Justin Gnomes,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Alicia Patrick.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Referral from Planning Commission, ordinance 2026-0301, dual frontage lots.
Don't think we're, there yet, I think we were waiting on, planning commission to look at the various, zones.
Yes. So that will need to,
They meet the 20th, so
I'm gonna bounce things around real quick. in new business, pool pass additions, adjustments. Ronnie?
We had discussed with our wonderful pool manager, several things. One of them we discussed was adjusting the age of the children that get in free. As of now, it's children 4 and under get in for free. We would like to adjust that to 2, where they are, you know, truly a little one. They're not in the big pool; they're in the baby pool, as opposed to some of the older ones do go in the other pool. And I mean, they're. Well, you talk.
That's not on the fee schedule, pool pass prices.
Children 2 and under 3.
Are they?
Yeah, it is on the fee schedule. That's why we added that on there, or have it as an agenda item rather than just making an internal adjustment. We would also, we discovered a need in the community for a pass that is not simply immediate family, which we had always defined as family living in one household. We had talked about maybe possibly adding a multifamily pass. So if grandma buys it, then these kids can use it, and these kids can use it even though they don't live with her, up to a certain number of people that they can put on it, even if they do not all live in the same household.
Seeing that?
Go ahead.
No, I think that happened a couple of years ago when we were doing it, because it's like, I could have bought a family pass for 2 to 4 family members for $150. I bought it, put 3 of my grandkids on it for $150. And instead of having them buy it and then me buying an individual pass. See, and that was the issue there.
Well, and I know from the time I first started, Cameron, because Cameron was pool manager then, had always said it is to be a immediate household.
Yes.
Anybody who lives in one household. So if grandma buys the pass, kids can use it, but grandma can't. But there are several families who have their kids living here in town that now have grandkids that we've kind of recognized a need to have. So, you know, they can buy one pass that will encompass, say, 14, 15 people. I mean, whatever you guys wanted to cap it out at, so that the entire family can have one pass. I've done some other looking at with the clerks group and some other towns around, and there are quite a few who have started doing that. So it's almost a multi-household pass. A lot of them also will allow for a set cost. So if your kids are with a babysitter, they're not immediate household, but you can, for a $10 charge or whatever, add that babysitter on, so the sitter can also use your pass. Just some kind of ways to accommodate families as more households have both parents working and grandma's taking care of kids, or sitters are. So rather than having them have to buy 2 passes.
But I guess the other side of that as well is, so the grandparent side of things, I completely understand that, I think that's great. But when you have the daughter and her husband coming there, they're adults, they have their own house, they should probably have their own pass. I mean, a grandparent's pass, I think, is a great option for the kids.
But, the grandparents is gonna be the senior individual anyway, I'm sorry. So it's a $30 pass.
Right, that's a pretty good deal.
It's a dang
For
good
the
deal.
summer, yeah.
I think we're fine on the individual season passes myself.
And I do think, like, I mean, 4 and under with a paying adult, I mean, 4's still itty bitty. Like, to me, like, a 4-year-old is, they're not even in preschool yet.
Kristen?
But the 4-year-olds are swimming on their own. They're out in the pool on their own.
Right.
The other thing is, okay, so you have a mom come in with 3 and under 4, so we're only getting $5 for 4 people to come in.
And she's got 2 guards watching 3 kids.
3 kids.
I don't mind the 2 and under. But
And I was surprised there is a lot of kids swimming at a young age.
There is.
There really is.
Oh, that's good though.
It is very good. But we just, I think it needs to be lowered.
Or even offer different tiers, so if they're over 2, it's like
At half the price
half
or
the
something.
price, $2
Yeah,
or.
Or one gets in free and the others are, you know, one child free and then you pay for.
The other thing we need to look at though is, there's a lot of people that drive from North Platte to here
Mhm.
because our pool's not gonna make money.
No, it never will.
I was just talking to somebody today about, they don't go to North Platte because we've got the 0 entry, we've got chairs for the grandparents to sit at. She does not mind, paying the daily price for all her kids. And I was trying to find, the fees and rates for,
We're already getting calls in the office asking if they can purchase pool passes, and it's first part of April.
see, North Platte is 3 and under.
That would be a middle ground.
That wouldn't be
Okay.
bad. So ages 4 and up, $5, you'd have to change that.
Since we're not, we are,
Basically, we could, because we've already voted on that ordinance, our fee schedule ordinance on the resolution.
Motion to reconsider.
Okay,
Vote on that.
and then add these to it.
So basically, two voted for it, motion to reconsider.
Then make all the changes.
What would you recommend for the family pass for that?
For
Like a price on a grandparent's pass?
Well, I guess the grandparents pass, or like what stipulation based on like what the research you did, like what we would change?
So I would keep it as an immediate family. So say family pass from 2 to 4 people, but immediate family in one household. But if they're, like, if you're adding a babysitter, I would add a different, cause they're obviously not in that household. I would increase or put a price on it, possibly.
I just.
I don't know how to,
But that would be an individual
But
pass.
that would
Yeah.
be.
For
Yeah.
$60.
I
And
mean,
if
as
I'm
far as
gonna-
like grandma coming to the pool and having 15 grandkids with her, but they only pay for one pass.
But see, a grandparent's pass, you could put all 15 grandkids on there if they're coming from out of town, whatever, but have that pass be a different cost.
A higher
level.
component.
Yes.
Yes.
and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
So and that's, the other option is if by doing that, you have people misuse the system.
They're always gonna.
They're always gonna try to find a way to misuse it. I think the ultimate thing, under one household, covers that.
And I did find, somewhere in here, I switched to it. I did find a different definition that, I had shown to Kristen defining family on page 28 there, and this is from Beatrice. It really breaks it down and defines, they have to be living in one household, legal guardian, or at least one parent that is financially responsible for the child, which I think covers, so immediate household, if mom buys it, then, and mom and dad are divorced, then dad can't take the kids to the pool using that pass, because dad doesn't live in that immediate household. This at least would allow the 2 parents to go in together on that. But I liked that it really broke down what is considered immediate family, in one household, that they have to live there, you have to be financially responsible, or, because
I don't know, did we adopt the definition of it?
Immediate family living in one household
Is what we
was
have.
basically, this kind of broke it down a little more, and
It
I didn't,
spells it out and defines it a lot more than
and
this one.
I wasn't sure if this would have to be adopted or just,
The thing about it is the the way I'm looking at it, the divorced household, you know, dad can still take the kids to the pool if mom bought the pass, but dad's gotta buy a day pass to go,
Correct.
you know?
Yeah.
Big whippy. Yeah.
And I think you have to think, I mean, I look at it, like if my son were lifeguarding or being there to take the money, what kind of position you wanna put a 16-year-old in, saying, you know,
Yeah.
hey, are you really the guardian, do you have, you know what I mean, like, I think you have to be cautious
You need to
of-
keep it simple,
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so too.
cause kids are
Kids are
checking them
kids.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to put a teenager in a position where they're gonna have an adult.
Argue with them.
Yes, that could be bad.
And ultimately,
Yeah.
I mean, if the definition is spelled out when they sign the paper for their yearly pass, they see that, they've signed it knowing what the regulation is
Well,
living in the
when they
household.
purchase their pass, they also have to list the names that will be on the pass.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if I went in and said, I'm gonna put Scott Meyer on my pass, obviously it's not family, so, I mean,
Right.
that would be a red flag there.
Right.
But like I said, I just know that we had, a few families who one person would buy the pass, take the grandkids. Their
And
kids
all
would show up
families.
with more grandkids, and at that point, you've got
That's-
15 people
That's
in
what I was
there.
gonna ask.
4 families within,
Yeah.
with the
And
grandma and.
3 different teenagers are checking them in, so 14 people get in on a 5 to 7 person pass. So, I mean, we were just kind of looking for a way to kind of help mitigate that so that the teenagers aren't the ones having to go say, well, you have to leave now.
I don't think they need to say that you don't have to leave now, I'm sorry, these are the only people on this pass. And
And I don't know, looking at our rates, I don't know that we need to raise our season pass rates.
I thought when we discussed,
I mean, do you think, I didn't research to see what the other pools are charging.
I
when
think we were set
we'd already set these at
So,
our fee schedule.
Okay,
Yeah.
Time.
alright.
Yeah.
So basically, we're just,
We're
it's
just doing
defining the
the
household.
age, the
and age.
age.
Hmm.
And I think we're fine on the household thing, I'm sorry, but, 'cause I come in and I buy my grandkids a pass. And then, God forbid, you don't wanna see me down there in a swimming suit, but if I
but you
did,
but you can go in and sit, can she not go in
I
and sit?
can go in and sit, yes.
So, I mean, if you have to be there for your grandkids, you're not being charged to go in and sit.
So they're babysitting, so they're going by
Right.
themselves,
Right,
but,
yeah.
but, if I wanna go in, I can do the senior pass, or I can do a day pass.
Well,
I
if
want.
you're not swimming, you can come in and
Yeah,
watch.
Right.
exactly,
Right.
if I'm not swimming, and I've done it, I've gone and sat and watched,
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if grandma wants to swim,
So where we found our definition there, our definition is a family consists of mother/father or legal guardian and their children under the age of 19 living in the same household. Adult siblings, nannies, grandparents, grandchildren, aunts, uncles, and cousins do not fall under the classification of family.
Okay.
So we already have it spelled out very clear.
Oh.
Okay.
It's
I
just
couldn't
been,
find it.
So then
a lot of people have misused it at times.
And you're always gonna have that though.
Yeah, but now we have clarity on it.
And you did formally adopt
Start
that,
again.
looks like back in 21, so I knew you did it somewhere.
yeah, 'cause after I went and bought the family pass, and I got grandma, mom, dad, and all 4 grandkids on it for the 5 to 7. And it was like, this is ridiculous.
I guess the first thing on this, do we want to adjust the young children age? It's currently 5 and up for $5, 4 and under for free. You had stated North Platte is 3 and under.
And I totally understand her because, family members that I'm aware of, they've got 2-year-olds that are swimming in the deep end.
parents don't pay attention.
No. But if you guys wanted to go middle of the road and do the children 3 and under free and 4 through 105 is $5.
I think that's fair.
Is that a motion I heard, Kim?
Well, but we have to reconsider
You have
the
to
other
reconsider,
motion.
yeah.
Have to
Or-
reopen the
Oh.
Okay, so who made the motion on the resolution? For the,
I didn't write that.
Well,
You,
oh,
Anybody that
I
voted in
did.
favor of
Yeah,
it.
anybody who voted in favor,
yeah.
okay, so, can I rescind my motion?
motion to.
Kim, you made the
reconsider.
motion on the
Yeah, thank you.
fee schedule.
Told him all, I do that.
Motion to reconsider.
Motion to reconsider 2026-04-01.
Second.
Okay. Kim Backer,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Justin Mills.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I'd like to make a motion to, adjust the charge on the building permit under 65 square foot for no charge, and the daily passes for pool fees for ages 4 to 105 for $5, and children 3 and under free.
So where it says family pass up to 7 people, $30. Daily pass.
Okay,
That's
that's,
just a daily
that's just a
pass.
day pass.
Okay,
Yeah, that's just.
so we're leaving that.
Yeah.
I'll second.
So can we call it something other than a family pass? Can we come up with something else so that it's not,
Do we call it household
you know, so
pass?
that we're not, like, because we have family passes down here and we have a clear definition of what a family pass is in our ordinance. So if we say this, a family pass up here, we are saying absolutely, we're not using what our ordinance says the definition
So
of a family pass is.
Instead of
Does that make
family,
sense?
just put a day pass for up to 7 people for $30.
Yeah, probably, because you read what the family pass definition is, and that would not.
So basically, it would be changing verbiage in there, instead of family,
Exactly.
just change it to day pass for up to 7.
And I think that would be, then people can't go and argue with you saying, well, it says here and now here and
So just for clarification, so if a group of 7 people come in, and if we remove family, then are they gonna get in for $30?
You could
A
have
group.
Tucker and 5 of his best friends
So
from
they're
all different
considered
towns show up, they would be considered under
under the
day
$30?
pass, $30
They're
day
just,
pass.
they're getting one for free, is all.
I was just clarifying.
Yeah.
what do you think of that? I just think we already said what a family pass
Yeah.
is.
It would
Yeah.
simplify it and probably clean it up and make it easier.
Yeah.
So if you're having a birthday party and you got 7 kids showing up, they.
So it's $30.
Ages
Right.
3 and under free, so ages 4 up to 105 would be $5.
And then the
I just hopped the fence
terminology on
tonight.
the family rate to pay
I'll
pass.
just take this.
Three.
That's not gonna keep.
So then, yes, you have terminology
Yeah.
changed, okay? So before we go farther with that ordinance, is there anything else on our fee schedule that we need to change? I know swim lessons without a day pass is on there, but that's not in our fee schedule. So this, at this point, I don't think there was anything else.
Swim lessons on the fee schedule, should they be on the fee schedule, cause we're charging people?
I think they varied so much, it's kind of been all over the place. We didn't always have pool fees on our fee schedule, that's a recent addition. But if we know what they're gonna be, but I know there's been all over the place on different types of swim lessons.
It don't matter
either.
that they're not on the fee schedule, okay, okay, so you got a motion and a second, we have
Yep.
discussion on it. So we'll get clarification on the motion,
Mhm.
we're good for a vote?
Yes.
I believe so, I think, yeah, I think we got a motion second, we reconsidered, we've amended.
Yeah, for my clarification, you're going 3 and under, and then changing it from family pass to
Day pass.
7 people day pass.
Yep, 7-person day pass.
How do you, or is that okay with you? Does that sound okay?
She's good at it.
We'll do whatever, I'm just scared that, okay, if you do a 7-person day pass, so you have, let's take the circus for example, that came in. So then they brought 30 people, and that's only, if we're going 7 people on a path, I mean, that's
They'd have to-
For
there'd be
every
3
7
free,
people.
3 free,
1 free for
Yeah.
every,
deal,
Yeah,
okay.
which it makes it, I think that makes makes it nice for a birthday party.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second, we've had open discussion on this. Still for no money.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Do you have a deal where you can rent the pool? Do you have a price for that?
I was told it was $250 a day
To rent the pool?
to rent it for 4 hours or whatever for an evening.
And so that includes the lifeguards?
That includes the lifeguards and the cleanup and. But
I
I
thought the
don't.
lifeguards, they were separate.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't ever remember setting that fee.
That's just what I was
Yeah,
told
that's
last year. So I
And
have.
that's what-
If that's true, I don't know.
For 4 hours?
That's what I was told. But like I said,
I don't remember that one.
I don't know if that was true or not true.
Did you have any interest in that last year?
There was a couple, but that was about it. I think that's when they got brought up. You told me it
I
was
think it was the
$250.
youth board did it one year.
Oh,
For after basketball?
After baseball.
baseball.
Yeah, I do remember that. We used to turn in jerseys and they.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they go to the pool.
And ARs
Maybe
do
the
it.
250 was just for the to pay the lifeguards.
Lifeguard.
But I don't know why you can't charge a fee if somebody wanted to have a birthday party and rent the pool, a fee plus whatever the lifeguard's wages are.
No, you just have to.
they're just gonna have to pay the fee to get in if we're open.
I mean, it's great to be able to rent a pool and have your own party there, I think it would be fun. But you also have a lot of people that have bought year passes that
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
asking.
no,
We had-
but
if you ever-
they're not able to use it that time too, it's kind of a catch-22 on that.
Don't wanna open up any-
It'd be fun.
Oh, I think it's a great idea to rent a pool. I think it would be
I
fun.
think it is.
Most
too. I think it'd be
people
a money
who
maker.
wanna rent it's gonna be after hours anyway.
Exactly.
We had add multi-family pass on there as well, are we not doing anything with that?
We've discussed that.
Okay. And then the next item with this is a swimming lessons without a day pass.
And I think that we were looking more for suggestions on how to handle that, rather than having those teenagers have to say, okay, well, you're here, your swimming lessons are done, you're done for the day, they move on to the next lesson, and the family moves into the pool and stays for the entire day without paying at all, other than for their their swimming lessons.
So I checked at one other place and they charge if you don't have a pool pass for the year, you pay the daily fee plus your swimming lessons for each day. Sutherland doesn't do that. You pay so much for your swim lessons for the week, and then like I said, they may stay and play for the day or not. It might make it easier if that's figured into the cost of your swim lessons if you don't have a year pass.
The only way, so there's
So
That's
you
all.
can offer two ways for swim lessons, with a pool pass, without a pool pass.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Go
Mm.
for it.
So
And
she
base-
needs to know a fee though, probably.
It's on the fee schedule.
It'd be
Oh,
that,
they pay
yeah,
Yeah.
depending on their age,
Okay.
and that may help get people to get their passes early. Okay, so we've discussed everything on that. Did we need to vote on, we've already voted for our changes, so we're
You've
good.
already readopted that resolution.
Did you have anything else on the swim pool right here?
No, I don't think so. Do I, Bonnie?
You sound like me.
Or,
Casey,
or Scott, do we have anything else on that?
do we?
Casey, was there anything else
Do you have any questions for me?
on the pool
Let's
stuff?
put it that
I
way.
mean,
Do you have all your help hired?
I have half of them hired.
Well, half is better than none.
Exactly, right? There you go. So hopefully, I'm hoping a couple more come back, or we get a couple more, obviously.
I
I think once school's out, we'll
Yes.
get more applications.
Very good, so we've covered everything on all of that. Thank you.
Are you done with me?
That's a loaded question.
And you
Just
were,
till later.
and you were clocked in for this, correct?
You will be.
I will be.
Thanks for doing that.
Hey, did you see it's all done?
I see that, thank you.
All right, so we're gonna bounce back up to the top of new business, Arbor Day proclamation.
And this, I had included in there the tree board minutes, with the vote to go ahead and what day they want to declare Arbor Day, a sample of the proclamation itself, and also the, anchor shapes, the wood rulers and the pencils that they would like to give to the students that participate in Arbor Day, so that we can get those ordered if the board approves.
So basically, we're looking at $38.99 for the rulers, and
The anchor shapes are $8.58 for 35 of them, which was more than enough. $38.99 for the rulers, and $27.99 for 72 pencils, and then that will give them some for the next year also, because they won't need that many.
And prizes, prize money,
yep,
Yeah, the prize money they wanted to do,
15, 10, 5.
yes.
yep. So the first would be, a motion to, I would entertain a motion to approve the expenditure to purchase the materials for the Arbor Day, or materials and prizes for the Arbor Day celebration.
Yeah.
So,
What, outerwear?
That, I would entertain a motion, and with your motion, please state which account you'd like that to come out of.
so can we write the check for the prize money then, and have it on hand for them? That's what you see, Michael?
Do the prize money gets a little,
Gets a little sticky.
that one gets a little different than giving kids, rulers.
How much is their prize money?
$30.
But how does that work then if there's another school thing and they come and they request?
Yeah.
Would
Prize
be my,
money,
yeah, would
prize
be my
money's
only
a
thing.
little rougher than it.
Yeah.
Same.
That's what I'm
Casey?
saying.
I got a solution, I'll put the prize money up.
Same,
Okay.
we've done it every year, because it wasn't the school doing it, it was the tree board, which is a subcommittee of the growth
Never
committee.
done prize money.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Dollar coins.
Dollar
Every year
coins,
they do
and then
dollar coins.
last year they each got cash also. It
Yes.
was,
I don't remember that.
I-
Voting on that.
I thought last year they didn't get the coins.
And maybe they didn't last
I
year.
don't think so, cause
Yeah.
Roy
That-
weighed in on it.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of years I remember seeing coins, but nonetheless, it sounds like the prize money has been taken care of.
Thank
So-
you, Casey.
so we
You're
got
welcome.
we
I
got a
would
candy
entertain a
fund in the
motion
office.
to authorize the purchase for the Arbor Day materials. Or I'll make that motion. Out of Keno, please. Motion Meyer, second Dempsey.
Kim Backer, Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Justin Numbs.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, and then also we have our Arbor Day proclamation. So we would need a motion to adopt that, and is there a volunteer that would like to go read that?
What day is it?
It's the 29th.
Oh, Lord.
So Friday, isn't it?
You know what though? That probably honestly, I believe, to be honest, I think
It's
that
a
we're going
Wednesday.
on a field trip on the 29th
Oh,
to Ash Hollow. I will double check tomorrow, but I'm almost positive because our Christmas concert, or spring concert is the 28th. Oh no, the 29th is a Wednesday. Never mind.
29th is the third
I'm gonna
period.
throw it away. Okay. So,
And I can do
I
it,
knew
I
someone
just,
was on a field trip. I can,
yeah, I can do it, I was just offering if anybody would like to go up there to see their Arbor Day stuff, it's a good time to do it.
I won't be here.
I'll be here.
So I do it.
It's at the school, right?
That's,
I'll be there, so I can do it. What time's it at? Or is that up to Ms. Worst? I can ask Ms. Worst too.
I was gonna say, I think that's up to them.
Okay.
usually it was right after, like 1:15 or something, shortly after dinner, I think.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out, let me know.
Okay.
But we would still need a motion and a second to adopt the Arbor Day proclamation. Motion back.
Second.
Second, Justin Nelms.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Kim Backer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, crack ceiling cost adjustment.
Yes, I got a call from Shelco. There's more cracks than normal this year. They're a pallet short of sealant. They wanna know what we wanna do. Another pallet is $4,000.
We bought one pallet the first time.
What's that?
Our original was one pallet's worth,
6 pallets worth.
so we're adding, okay.
They basically, after we did the 6, they found some more stuff along the way and
So we would be under, I see, look at me, we would be under, because we didn't specifically break it to be under the bid. Even if we were over, we would be fine on this.
so we're good to authorize another pallet.
Another pallet, correct.
And they thought they could come back up and take.
Yeah,
over.
they pulled off, went to Wallace, and they said they could come back after Wallace if we approved this and get us finished up.
Make motion to, allow the shelters to come back with one additional pallet of crack ceiling materials.
Motion back. Second, Justin Nelms.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Longhorn Bar SDL. For the 3rd of July street dance.
Make a motion to continue Longhorn Bar's tradition of the July 3rd street dance and authorize the condition, the liquor license.
Motion backer. Second.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Kim Backer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, we have a Longhorn Bar street closing application for July 3rd, 2026.
You two fight over that one.
I'll make a motion to approve the street closing July 3rd.
Motion. Motion Patrick.
Second.
Second Dempsey.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Scott Meyer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We are to application for payment for Level LLC on the Sutherland project. Looks like Tom has provided his signature on that. He was good with a payment of $394,028.08. This would come, so we have the bond anticipation funding that we put into a separate account, so it would come out of our bond anticipation account.
I'll make a motion to pay the $394,028.08 out of the bond anticipation account.
Motion Patrick.
Second.
Second Justin Mills.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Kim Backer.
Yes.
All right, final payment to AB Creative.
Yeah.
I have a question about this. Are they coming back to paint and finish the sports court that they're charging us $5,734 for?
Yes, they are coming back.
They are
to
coming
strike.
back to do the striping, yes. I am still negotiating with them to get a new, invoice, because they have also charged us $2,566.90 to relocate the sprinklers, which we paid M&A Sprinkler $1,500 to do. I put this in here to get direction from the board. Do we go ahead and pay it and just remove that amount?
You've requested a new invoice on it?
I requested a new invoice from them March 12th. Gave them a copy of what was paid to M&A Sprinklers, the date they were out, and all information, and have not heard a thing back.
So can we not pay this until it's?
We could hold it until they provide
Yeah,
the proper
until,
invoice.
and until the court is done, like, I mean, it seems like it's,
The only deal with the court, we're putting the paint down on the whole court first before they can stripe it. So if they show up to stripe it so they can get their final payment, and we don't have it painted, then we're gonna be masking around all of their out of bounds and all their court lines. We have to have 50-degree nights to paint.
For at least minimum 24 hours.
24 hours has to be at least 50 degrees.
So what are we paying?
The whole court.
We're servicing the whole court
Right.
with that one
Right.
style of paint.
And actually, one of the few things I have heard from them, well, that was before I got the invoice, was they would like to know who was painting the court for us, and if they can just pay them to do the striping also. Because they are having trouble finding a crew to come out and do the striping.
You
So
don't
why
do
would
that.
you not-
I'll paint
why
the
would
court,
you
but
paint
we're,
the
I'm
court
not
and
striping.
Put the ceiling on top of that if it's a clear sealer?
It's not clear.
Oh, it's
So,
not.
yeah, it's the sand mesh paint that we talked about,
Kind of a rubber
the
base.
sports court paint.
Okay.
So that would go on first, and then that has to cure for so long before they can put their striping
The
on top.
lines.
So if we do that, are they gonna take that $5,700 off that?
If we did it, or if we could find somebody that they could pay, we'd pay them that amount, and then they would pay the company
Or they take it off and we find?
ourselves to do it.
Yeah.
$5,700 is a lot of dollars to paint some stripes on the court.
That's what I'm thinking. So why would we let them?
Rory might like to be involved.
I don't have a problem painting.
I will paint it for $5,700. I'll paint it for $5,000, so.
But it's just not, it's also when they paint this, there's gonna be lines through the basketball goal, there's gonna be lines through the tennis court, lines through the pickleball court.
Right,
So it's just not,
It's just not.
it's a whole lot of lines.
right.
Yeah,
So-
and the stencils, and said I know they said they were struggling to find somebody in the area who could come out and do it.
I'm sure that there's a couple of teachers up at the school that would enjoy a side job of painting court lines. But if they can drop that $5,700 off and also the
Sprinklers are.
sprinkler repair thing off, yeah.
Yeah, so you could, I guess, offer to pay this, like Rory said, and you said, removing this charge, we'll be in charge of painting ourselves and removing the sprinkler cost. Then we could send that as a final payment.
Cause I'm still pretty chapped that we're having to pay for, the trash disposal and stuff like that. That should have been,
It should have been on them.
yes. I agree 100%. And one of the crews, I let them use a roll-off at the north lot, throw the trash away, so.
Well, it says trash removal, $374.50.
But then there's a roll-off fee on there too. If I remember
Dumpster
right.
fee of $746.90.
So why are we paying that?
They had a dumpster up here when they did their one part of the project, if I remember.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
that.
they did
might
have
be
one
the
dumpster.
I don't have a problem with the dumpster fee, but the one fee, we let them use the roll-off at the north lot.
The trash removal, I wonder if that's a tonnage fee for their dumpster.
Probably.
Could be.
I bet it is.
But a lot of companies, you won't get an itemized deal like this, you just see the total amount due.
So I guess I can live with that, but
So you're good with moving the paint off of it and sprinkler and
Sprinkler.
authorizing the payment of the balance?
and then we'll try to find somebody to stripe it ourselves. If you guys Cause I don't have a clue on the striping.
Well, I'm pretty,
A
I would,
multi-step process.
It is, it's,
yeah, you gotta paint the one color and then go, let it dry and then go back and paint the other color.
they were just painting one color, it wasn't gonna be
It was
All
just
the-
gonna be white.
white.
Yep, all the
I
stripes
guess
should be
the
white.
question I would have, though, without something in writing indicating that they no longer want to fulfill their contractual obligation, I would hesitate pulling that off of it without some additional information, if that makes sense.
So could we reach out to them with that offer and then have them resubmit a statement to us to act on our next order?
I think that would be
I-
the proper way to go.
I can make every attempt. Every time I've emailed to ask for a new invoice, they send me the same one over and over again.
Well, call me in the morning, I'll come down and make some call.
Jim, you have a question?
Is there any penalty you can give them for not completing the job?
Well, that's ultimately what we're discussing. If the board
Sure.
wants to basically make an offer,
Sure.
if they accept it, no, there wouldn't be any sort of
But
penalty.
can you put that in there because they're not fulfilling the whole contract?
But we held them up though too, Jim.
Then, wow.
Cause, cause they wanted to come this last fall and paint it, and we wanted to wait until we painted, put our paint down before they put your stripes down.
I understand that.
So the office can reach out to them, request, we made this offer, if that's good, let's go for the next meeting on that then.
Okay?
Yeah, I think that would be the
Okay,
clearest way.
so let's leave that on for the next meeting. Nebraska Rural Water Association membership renewal.
This is Casey's, membership renewal. I don't know, he has to have it.
It just
Yeah.
saves us some money on our classes and stuff.
I don't know. I
We
just,
do it every year.
So it looks like our dues would be the $350.
mhm.
That should be for both me and Cody.
Yeah, it's just for the village itself. And like Casey said, when they do, the continuing education hours and the trainings and that, it's a discounted rate if you are a member of it, so.
You save about $250 a class, or
Is this listed on the claims, Bonnie?
No. I don't think so.
Renewal month is May.
It should be listed on the-
Actually, we may have under NDEE, NDWEE, or.
$150.
No, that
Should be
was,
$350.
Yeah.
That's under your DWE.
I'll go grab the claims book and see which one.
But it says our renewal month is May, so we could authorize this and put it on our next claims, or amend our claims status, either way.
I was just getting in the claims to it.
Yep.
Make a motion to go ahead and pay the Nebraska Rural Water Association dues of $350.
Motion back.
From where?
On the water account. He'll be so proud.
So that was the motion backer to pay membership out of water account.
Second.
Second, Derek Dempsey.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick.
Yes.
Ordinance updates.
Did not put that on.
I put it on there for,
I asked her to put that on.
Okay.
for Rory and I to maybe do some collaborating when preparing a firework retail sales permit. I discovered that our ordinance states that they can sell through July 15th. State of Nebraska only lets you sell through July 4th. So it's just a matter of wording, and there were a couple others that we'd come across that the wording was, and they
Boy,
were,
we could make some money selling fireworks.
If you found things that you identify that we need to be changed,
Mhm.
just shoot me an email and I'll work on them, especially ones that are, obviously probably not new, so.
yeah, and Kim had suggested I put it on there just to get
Sure.
as an FYI or,
So you'll work with Roy on that and bring it to the next meeting? Very good. Cobbler Lane and Cherrywood Drive paving. Mr. Casey.
Yes, you know, we started this project last fall and we're sitting there, and nothing's really been done on it. I was talking to Tom and come to find out, it was supposed to be completed at the first of the month.
April 1st was their deadline.
I've reached out to them, their excuses, they got a loader broke down. Once they got the loader fixed, they'd be up, but that's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. So I'm just bringing it to the board's attention, see what you guys wanna do, but we keep getting a runaround on them. They act like they really don't wanna do it, so I don't
And
know.
that's all that product sitting up there?
All the products sitting, well, some of it's sitting
That's
there, I don't think it's all sitting there, but
They haven't gotten any money though.
no.
And I don't believe in the contract there was a bond or a penalty for
No.
not exercising their side of it.
But at this time, I'm not very confident in them. If they're not wanting to do the job, I don't think it's gonna turn out to be a good job, so.
If it's not a good job, we don't have to pay.
So I have a question on that,
Yes,
where they haven't fulfilled their portion of the contract
right,
by the deadline date. We've already sent this out to bids.
okay.
We have 2 other bidders that were not awarded. Where the scope of the project's not changed, can we reach out to those bidders and ask if they would hold their price on what they originally bid, or do we have to send it out legally another time?
Okay. Step one, I think you're just slightly ahead, I'm sorry. Step one would be say notice of default, basically, that they have failed to meet the obligations of the contract. Give them 14 days to either have it done or they're done. Normally you gotta give them an opportunity to comply, cause I believe that's their material or something.
Yes.
So we would have some issues there, I understand the concern, but, and then after that, I think there's no reason, it's been properly bid. So if they would be willing to honor their prior bids, I don't see any concerns about that. So we met the statutory obligation to bid the project.
So but basically, we would have to legally notify them,
That
they have this
yeah,
long to do it.
They've breached, I normally give 2 weeks, and if they don't have their stuff out of there, quite frankly, we can go after to move their stuff. You know what I mean, there's a variety of things, but give them a chance to get it done.
Okay. The board okay with allowing Mr. Roundtree to handle this for us?
Yes.
Okay.
But that way, we should by, maybe not the next meeting, but the first meeting in April, is where we're at.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
this is April.
What's that?
He said the first meeting in April, this is the first meeting in April.
whatever next month is, May, June, whatever.
I just,
All right, anything else on Copper Lane, Cherrywood? Semi-pro baseball team.
Last fall, we reached out to the baseball team in North Platte and see if they'd like to come up and play on our field. When he come up and looked at it, he was more impressed. Actually, they wanted to move the whole team up here, but we don't have the housing for the players and stuff. So anyway, he reached out to Cody here this week and asked if the offer was still on. They got some open dates here in June and wanted to know if they could come up and play on our field. We reached out to Kyle Stevens. We sent them the dates today that what they were looking at. So when we figure out with Kyle, we'll reach back to them, but I just wanna make you guys aware that
That's awesome.
And Kyle, I spoke with him, he did say that as soon as we get him the dates, 'cause they haven't set their baseball schedule, but they will black out field dates for those guys to come in and play, they're pretty excited about it.
That's super great.
So I just letting you guys know that there could be they wanna play 1 game, but they're open maybe to 3 games. So,
There've been a lot of people in town.
well, I hope so.
I know when they play in our plot, I haven't personally went, but my sister took my nephews, and it's, her picture, it's packed,
Yeah.
so.
But when he come up, last fall, I looked at our field, he was blown away, cause our field is better than North Platte's field.
So I'll wait for Rory to come back, to make sure on the legal side, I would assume.
They would still have to cover their insurance policies and everything.
Yeah, they're just playing in our facility, I don't think there would be a legal issue at all
The
anyway.
only thing that they allow alcohol at Billwood, we do not allow alcohol here.
But we do with the rodeo grounds.
Somebody would have to get an SDL for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think if we reach, I bet if Tim hears this, he'd probably want to get an SDO for it.
If somebody wanted to get an SDL, that's another discussion another time.
Yeah.
But
The 3 dates that they have listed in the email that Cody sent forwarded to me was June 4th, June 9th, and June 15th.
So we wouldn't, I guess, start on the process, we need to have no contracts or anything like that, we just allow them to use our facilities, they have their own insurance covering their team.
Basically, you can just make a motion to authorize use of the facility.
Motion, Patrick. Second, Justin Mills.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Justin Elms,
Yes.
Kim Backer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Claims are provided.
That $150 for NDEE, Kim, that you were asking about, that is to renew Casey's wastewater management license.
Kim, this was yours.
And Heather's.
Was the grass seed and fertilizer correct, Casey?
What's that?
Hibner's?
Yes. Hibner's was the grass seed, yes.
Were we adding the,
I would go for that,
so Kim would like to add the $350 for the water association dues on
Okay.
our claims. Is there anything else on claims?
Is the mower coming out of the equipment fund, the legend? It just says operating.
It was, we'll leave.
Well, it's supposed to come out of the equipment fund, cause I have the check written for it out of equipment if
Okay,
it's.
I just, the account is all the same on this stuff.
Yeah, and it's,
Okay.
Tiffany and I have tried messing with it to try to figure out why it's not showing me classifications. We try to put in classifications and it shows me a blank report. I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the claims as adjusted.
Motion back.
Second.
Second, Patrick.
Felicia Patrick,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Justin Nelms, Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Scott Meyer.
Yes. All right, payroll reports provided, off sick vacation report as well. Any FYI information today?
Kim had asked me to look up and see what was brought in so far on that recycling compost charge. To date, it is $13,841.26 since the billing in November was the first billing that we were collecting on that.
Any other FYIs?
I don't think so.
Tomorrow night is FFA banquet, if y'all wanna come eat and bid on stuff for the kids. So, just an FYI.
thing, got a call Monday morning, our contractor out at the sewer lagoon fell over dead.
Oh, snap.
So, not much is getting done this week, but they got a game plan moving forward for next week. He's only got about a week of dirt work left, so it is horrible. The grass, the sprinklers are in by the pool, so we're watering grass up now. Up on the hill, we got our new attendant up there, it seems to be running very smooth. I haven't heard really any complaints yet, so.
Paperwork is awesome.
Yeah, he did more paperwork in one day than we got all last summer, so.
Who's up there?
Fern Moran. Otherwise, the parks are getting, Railroad Park got fertilized today. Anchor Park, baseball field's getting fertilized Monday. We're gonna start turning sprinklers on probably tomorrow, so. Suppose it's starting time to mow.
That's good. Bonnie?
I honestly think I covered all of mine during the meeting.
Kim?
Absolutely have nothing. I did not make it to the Lilies of the Valley Garden Club. Just Cotton Cake.
Derek? Justin? Alicia? I have nothing. Anything from the audience? Jim?
The sheriff's report was in here this time, or their district report was not.
It was last meeting we had of their report.
Have you heard anything about the, any enforcement of the, gate breaks on the truck?
Captain Newton said that was, it's not just a village ordinance, that is, one that they, I mean, it's a village ordinance, but it's one they can enforce, so he was going to pass the word along, because that is one that they can ticket for, and he would let the sheriffs know to make sure they're doing that. So that's,
I did see one truck stopped in the, I can't remember if it was deputy or state patrol, but that was in the middle of town, so something happened going through, I guess, but I don't have.
He got an issue with, overweight and some other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that was a scale guy.
yeah.
Kim, did you have something else?
There was a meeting May 23rd at the Legion Hall. They are trying to decide what they're gonna do with the Legion. I don't mind going to it, but I think somebody needs to. Justin is on the Legion board, right?
Yeah.
So
What night is that?
it's a Saturday afternoon at 2:30.
So you're comfortable, you're
I'm
willing to go?
comfortable going, but we cannot, that day, we cannot, you know, they would have to present something to us on what they would like to do.
Right, and I would just caution, because it's my job, if there is a quorum present, which is no
Yeah.
prohibition, just obviously don't talk
Don't
about.
sit next to each other, do not discuss life.
I will not be going.
I will be out of state, so I won't be going.
Okay, so I think we have that covered.
Yeah, so it'll just be two of
Yeah.
us, but, it would just be to throw around ideas, ask them if they'd like to present something to the village if possible, if that's what they wanna do or something. Justin, could you remind me of that day? You know,
Yes.
I am old.
Mainly the biggest thing is we're meeting with, district stuff because we have like 70 members and like 0 participation. At the same 3 or 4 people that do everything that we do. It's between members and money, like really hard to keep the upkeep when we can't keep the doors open.
So, yeah.
So that's handled. I guess, having satisfied all items on the agenda, no other comments, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Hang on, who's closest on the time?
I move to adjourn.
Derek, thank you.
How does everybody say that?
I'll
Second.
Second, Kim.
Derek Dempsey,
Yes.
Justin Nelms,
Yes.
Kim Backer,
Yes.
Scott Meyer,
Yes.
Felicia Patrick. Scott called it at 7:21 was his guess. It's 7:22.
What did you have, Paul?
Text me what happens.
Who's closest?
You had 7:21. We adjourned at 7:22. The next closest person would have been Cody and Felicia. Both had 7:32.
Thank you, Bobby.
Oh.
Casey was very ambitious. He was betting 6:30.
That was you guys.
Casey, can I get you your $10 change
On my letter.
tomorrow?
You got mine on for why didn't you bring that up, man,
Well, I didn't know you needed it.
What was that you said?
One of these days I
You
got
said it was a state?
He said that there's a
I do it January.
state laws also on the air brakes going through towns.
He does a very
So,
decent job.
and he said that that one also is in our ordinances in their books. So he
Those
said they should be able
landmarks have
to.
signs outside that
Yeah,
these are
it, yes. And
Saturday in Ogallala.
so he said he would pass it along to the deputies and let them know that they're supposed to stop them for it. We'll see if
I
it.
haven't heard any.
You can
or
text
read
me and
anything
tell me if
lately.
you find anything good.
Oh, I'm definitely